Okay, good morning. I'm at the start of the Larapinta Trail, the Old Telegraph Station in Alice Springs. It's day one of what is an attempt at a yo-yo on the Larapinta. So I'm going to walk out to Mount Sonder and then touch on and turn around and walk back. That's the theory anyway. So for people that have followed me for a while, they know I've done the Larapinta a few times and I've walked a lot up there. So I'm going to liven it up a little bit with some off-piste stuff on the way back probably. We'll see how we go. We'll see how the body's going. I'm not getting any younger, that's for sure. All right, let's spin the camera and get walking, eh? Okay, 11:30. Time to touch on and get walking west. First time I've ever walked the trail west, the full trail anyway. Bit of a late start today. I've got my car at the long-term car park at the airport, and they only opened the car park up within a couple of hours of the first flight. First flight wasn't until lunchtime on a Sunday, so that pulled the handbrake on a little bit. Anyway, I'll get through this kind of country and I'll fire the camera up when I get further out of town, I guess. So the walk starts passing through the old historic telegraph section precinct. The country's pretty ordinary. I mean, it's okay. It's just rolling hills, and it will improve when I get a bit further west. So that's part of the old telegraph line that used to run from Adelaide to Darwin back in the day. Okay. That can only mean I'm getting close to the highway. Oh, 4Ks. That's the first kilometre marker I've seen. I don't know if that's coming up on the video. Here's a road train. So I think this is the Charles River. And I'm walking above here. There's a little bit of water coming down. So that's nice to see. I'm about to hit the Jeff Moss Bridge, I think it is, where I'll pass under the Stewart Highway. So this is the old Stewart Highway. Went across this causeway here down in the Charles River. First time I ever drove up to Darwin, this was the road we used. A new one with the bridge. Hadn't even been thought of at the time. So I'm wearing a brand new pair of Hocker Speed Gates on this one, and I reckon they're probably going to be the thing that I'm most concerned about as far as gear. I mean, you never know, something else could break, but it's going to be about 500 kilometres out and back by the time I do a few side trips here and there. So it'll be interesting how the Hocker Speed Gates go in this kind of rough terrain. It's very hard on shoes, the Larapinta. So last time I did it, a few years ago with Joanne, I destroyed a pair, but they had done a little bit of stuff before I got here. They'd done the Grampians Peaks Trail and a couple other things, so they weren't brand spanking new. These ones have never been worn, so I slipped them on this morning. So it'll be a good test. Right. I'll put the camera away, get walking. Next notable landmark will be the Goin line. Okay, next milestone, Transcontinental Railway line. Let's keep heading west. So now, the next point of interest, I suppose, is Euro Ridge, which I'm climbing up to slowly. Okay, I'm up on Euro Ridge. I think I'm catching up to a tour group, so I've just stopped here to get a video when I was no one around. I'm not sure if Alice Springs is coming up on the video out there. So Euro Ridge is the first ridge walk of the Larapinta heading west. I'm not far from Wallaby Gap now. I go over that peak in front of me and then drop down into Wallaby Gap. This is the highest point so far. So I don't know if that little bus is coming up down there. That'll be a organised tour on the private road into Wallaby Gap, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to access, the general public isn't allowed to access that road. I know there's a couple of tour groups in front of me. A couple of guys coming the other way told me. That's all right, they won't be camping with me. I'm going to fill up some water at Wallaby Gap and keep pushing over towards Simpsons Gap. I was meant to start at Simpsons Gap tonight, but then I was meant to leave at 8 o'clock this morning, not 11:30. So we'll get close, we'll see how we go. Okay, I'm at Wallaby Gap. Come down from up there. There's the dummy, there's the tank. This is the camping area over here. This is actually where I slept last time. Cowboy camp just here. I think Yo was over there. And Joe was over there in the tent. And the little sparrow that lives here, it's not here anymore. I was talking to a couple of guides. I said, nah, it's not here anymore. If you go to one of my old videos, the Larapinta, you'll see the little birds sitting on my leg as they had breakfast. Alright, I'm going to push on towards Simpsons Gap and see how close I get. So I'm heading along now towards the Scorpion Springs turnoff. I might go into Scorpion Springs on the way out on this walk, and maybe do Fairy Springs, which is the next one, on the way back in. I'm going to run out of daylight today, I think. So I've decided on a change of plans. I was going to go to the Scorpion Pool, but when I got there, I looked up towards the cliffs where they are, where the pool is, and it was in the shade. And seeing I'm coming back in 3 weeks on my return walk, hopefully I'm here a little bit earlier in the day. It might be better. So I'm just keeping on going now. I didn't get a photo of the turn off because there's a couple of ladies there thinking about setting up camp. So, and the little spot you camp's right on the turn. So I didn't feel comfy getting the camera out there. All right, the next one I'll go past is the Fairy Springs or Fairy Pool. Then I'll start a bit of a climb. So there's the Fairy Springs track. You can see up in that cleft in the mountains. It's in the shade, so definitely one on the way back, I think. So, hit the 19k trail marker. I'm in the shade here, beauty. And walking into the afternoon sun, which is the thing with walking west, I suppose. But walking with the morning sun at my back, I suppose, evens it all out. So this ridge I'm walking up to is called, I think, Runatunga Ridge or something along those lines. I love walking this time of the day. So there's the, I don't know if it's coming up in the video, the track's snaking across the grass there. I'm going to drop into that saddle. That's Hat Hill over there. There's a little camp in that saddle that might be good for tonight. We'll see how we go. So that's Hat Hill Saddle down there. Hopefully I can find a spot to bivvy there for the night. We shall see. Plenty of open ground. It's just the rocks that are the problem. Rocks and prickles. That's Simpsons Gap down to my right. I'll be there first thing in the morning. Alright, got the tent up just before dark. I'll spin the camera and sign off, I think, before it gets dark, and I'll cook some tea. So yeah, this is Hat Hill Saddle. It's about 2 or 3 k's short of Simpsons Gap, but considering I didn't get going till 11:30, I reckon I've done okay. It's certainly beautiful up here. To be honest with you, I'd rather camp up here anyway. You always better camp and high if you can. Okay, first day of my Larapinta yo-yo. Walked according to AllTrails, 23.6 k's, climbed about 600 metres. So that's a nice little start in 2/3 of a day really. So tomorrow I'm going to go to J Creek, and then I'll reassess the situation when I get there, whether I push on or whether I stop there. I'm not too sure yet. I've got to be in, I don't got to be, but I've got food to be in Stanley Chasm in 3 days, so that should be fairly easy. Well, fairly doable. All right, I'm going to cook some dinner and lay down and let the old body rest a little bit, I think. All right, take it easy. I'll see you in the morning. Not only did I have a great sunset, I got a big full moon. Good night. It's 10 o'clock.